What's up, guys? Gaming Joe here, back in the video. In today's video is what Svetlana was in Tour Drama World Tour. So 90% of you guys kept Svetlana, and yes, she's the only one actually of the personalities that I haven't done. So let's get back to the theory. So episode 1, Duncan will quit no matter what. Episode 2, getting the rivers across the canal. Don't know why I had Trent there, but anyway. Sierra and Izzy swap teams, yeah. Ezekiel still loses the stick, and I don't think Svetlana affects much in this challenge. So Ezekiel's still out. Episode 3 is the Japan episode, and Heather, Courtney, and Gwen all falling out, leaving Svetlana to help Cody with the commercial. I still think the Amazon win the challenge, and Harold quits saving DJ. The only difference in this episode is Svetlana might be pulling instead of Courtney, but it doesn't change the actual outcome of Bridget getting stuck to a pole. Episode 5, non-elimination. 6 is an aftermath. Episode 5 is pretty important though, who gets the meat grinder. And still Team Amazon, Heather throws it out. So 7, slap revolution. So Lashana still jumps off the platform, right? But Svetlana replaces Cody in the fighting challenge, and they vote for Lashana. 8, the Amazon race. The left out the left targets Team Christopher. The Amazon lose. This is an elimination, but they probably would have got rid of Heather still, because they have no real reason to target Svetlana. Episode 9, Can't Help Falling in Love You. Lindsay gets unfairly booted off. Nothing's changed at this point, so everything plays the same. New foods on the block, non-elimination. 11, Jamaica. So Izzy jumps out of the plane while it's crashing, and that's important. And Alejandro sabotages DJ, like in the original, and he gets automatically eliminated. So now we have IC London, and this is where we met Duncan. So Duncan returns. We bring back Duncan. And Team Amazon win by get back Duncan. So Duncan is second prize. Svetlana would do okay here, but I feel like she'd be pretty chill with Cody. And they still vote Noah. So episode 14, the kiss still happens between Gwen and Duncan. Duncan and Gwen. The fighting part is Courtney and Svetlana. I think... Actually, Courtney and Sierra. Then I think it would be Owen and Tyler still. Alejandro, and now they do Svetlana to do the hurdles, since Svetlana would be better than Heather. Tiebreaker still happens. Cody wins it for Gwen after Tyler reveals the kiss. Non-elimination. Episode 15, The X-Files. Owen gets captured in Area 51. Alejandro and Tyler off together, and Duncan still makes that deal with Alejandro. Courtney's throwing the challenge at this point. Team Chris lose because Tyler drops the iron blocks. Yeah, it's still Tyler. I mean, it sucks, but nothing's changed on Team Chris for me to believe that to be the case, so Tyler still goes. 16, Pitnang and Dork. Owen takes down Emu. Courtney throws the challenge. Cody is spinning. Team Amazon lose. Courtney and Gwen vote for each other. Heather votes for Courtney. Sierra votes Gwen. Cody's spinning, so he votes Sierra. Now, Svetlana is a swing vote here because who does she side with in this situation? And I think it's pretty obvious of the two that it'd be a very tough call for Svetlana, because Svetlana wouldn't really be super close to either Gwen or Courtney. But I think she'd actually go for Courtney here, since Courtney is a bigger threat, and in this time when she's throwing challenges, which is something that would actually help their team lose, but something that would not help their team do that well in. So ultimately, I think Svetlana votes for Courtney here. So there's no tiebreaker this time, and Courtney just goes home. Episode 17 is a non-elimination. but there's no rebuild on his face. Sierra doesn't like Gwen, but that's kind of it. So, and Blaney still rejoins, and now we are at the merge. So we have 9 people instead of 8, but we will deal with that. Now, in this episode, somebody has to get a bear, or I'm just going to say Blaney gets immunity because she gets to rejoin. I'm going to say it's Alejandro and Heather, Duncan and Gwen, Sierra and Cody, I'm going to say Svetlana and Alejandro. Sorry, Svetlana and Owen. Now, I think, to be honest, I think Svetlana wins immunity because Svetlana is more than capable of winning this challenge, as we have seen her do very well in the episode with the rats. So Svetlana does amazing in this challenge. So her and Owen have immunity. Now, Alejandro can't vote off Owen because he's the fan favorite here. So, who does he vote for? Cody votes for Duncan. Duncan and Gwen vote Sierra. Vote for Heather. Owen and Svetlana, kind of hard to say. Owen and Svetlana. Alejandro gets Heather to vote Sierra. Owen would also vote for Sierra because he likes Al. Svetlana also votes for Sierra. 4 votes Sierra. 2 votes Heather. Cody also votes Sierra. So there's 5 votes Sierra. Blaney probably also votes Sierra, so I think Sierra is out here. Episode 20 is Chinese Fake Out. Everybody qualifies for the eating portion, and we probably have some awareness who's going to win this challenge. Blaney is still cheating, and that's important. And Alejandro knows that Blaney is cheating, so Blaney gets called out for cheating. And this is still a double elimination. Now, it was because it was a tie, but that's what I'm going to keep it as, because that's what it was in the original. And I haven't got much opportunities to vote off people, so I think Gwen, Duncan, Owen gets immunity, so I think these 4 are going to vote for Duncan. Well, Cody gets one for Duncan. I think Heather is going to vote for these 4. So I think Alejandro and Heather vote Blaney. And Cody, Heather votes Blaney. And I think these 4 are actually going to target Heather. So I think Blaney and Heather are both sent home. Now, episode 21 is... I find it's right. So Alejandro's plans to trip Duncan in the Thorbush Tail and wash from Ezekiel. Alejandro still wins the challenge, and they all target Duncan. Now, episode 22. In episode 22, we have the race at the top. So Alejandro does race at the top. He does get there first, like he does originally. That's not too unfaithful. So he does get to the top. He's probably taking Svetlana to first class because he knows Cody and Gwen would definitely take each other in the finale. To be honest, I think out of the 2, I actually think Alejandro, Svetlana, I think Svetlana wins immunity. And she chooses to take Cody with her to gain immunity since Cody and Svetlana have been friends. And I feel like she wouldn't really like Gwen as much, and obviously Gwen's a bigger threat, so she wants to keep Cody around. Alejandro gets Owen to vote for Gwen, and Svetlana also votes for Gwen because she's just not really liked on the team. Cody and Gwen vote for Owen, and Svetlana has a decision to make, but Alejandro approaches Svetlana and says, look, if you vote with me, we'll get rid of Owen next time, and then, like, Gwen's just a bigger threat, and these 2 choose each other in the finale, so they get rid of Gwen. Episode 23 is Drumella. So Alejandro does pretty well, Cody does that crappy donkey. Svetlana does it pretty bad here, and Owen does terrible. Now, Alejandro finds a barrel very early on, but then crashed by Heather. Now that Heather's not there, I think with the equipment he would just do the challenge faster, so Alejandro wins. And despite the fact Svetlana and Alejandro wouldn't like each other, they both agree to vote for Owen, who's a much bigger threat, on top of the fact he win the jury vote. And Alejandro in the original, when him and Heather were facing each other in the finale, Alejandro was worried it might be a jury vote. So I think it would be the same thing here. Cody would probably want to vote for Alejandro, And Owen would also probably vote Alejandro, but whatever the tiebreaker is, I'm pretty sure Alejandro could beat Owen just about any tiebreaker. With the exception of eating food, but even then, that's very hard for me to say. So I think Cody would even agree to get rid of Owen here, since he's won the finale before, and he's competed in more seasons. Episode 24 is a non-nomination. Episode 25 is the race to Hawaii. Now here's the thing. Cody gave up because he's facing Alejandro and Heather. Sierra convinced him to continue the challenge. Even if Svetlana is talking to Cody and tries to get him to finish the challenge, it doesn't really matter here because Cody's not going to compete, and I think he does terrible anyway. So, third place, Cody. So, Alejandro and Svetlana are both in the finale. To be honest, to Svetlana, she says Cody as her helpers, and Gwen for being the last member of the team's left. I think Alejandro is picking Heather and Courtney because he picked them in the original. I know he picked Tyler, but Tyler was knocked out, so they each get winning endings. So thank you guys for watching. This is the elimination order and how the season would have gone. If Svetlana was in World Tour, so she would have been a finalist. And to be honest, I actually think it makes more sense for her to win. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And yeah, peace and farewell.